Good day, everyone. My name is Amelique and I'd like to do a little sermon on behalf of Father's Day, but not only Father's Day, but the men in general. Right? You see, I think men these days are just belittling themselves. They are not standing up for who they really are, but they should stand up for who they should be. To be honest, right? You're not seeing those type of men. Rather, you're seeing little boys frolicking around and you don't know where their aim is. You just can't put a finger on it here. You can't find them. Right? It's like they lost. But honestly speaking, my heart grieves for all those young men out there that does not have a father. When they look into the mirror and they just see themselves, they don't see a reflection of a father next to them. Right? Some see a father, but when they see themselves, they see an image of them fathers itself, but their father is not who they wanted him to be. Instead, the father is that time who let's say they drink, they are a drug addict, they they are womanizers, they do all sorts of things um that have no interest to the young boy, nothing to grow him up and teach him how to become a man, right? There's no father to guide the boy how to become a man, how to announce to him how to become a man, how he's supposed to be, how to explain to him how to chart his course through masculinity, through the chaos of masculinity actually, and the disaster that will be in front of him. A father is supposed to do those things. A father will know those things because he have been through those things. And without a father there, actually, there's no need, there's no way that a mother could do what a father is supposed to do, right? Having a mother is wonderful, yes. I won't lie, having a mother is good. My mother is like the best woman I could ever have in my life, to be honest. I won't want no other mother than her. No one richer, no one poorer, no one happier, no one less happy. She's the best, right? I might not get everything that I want. I might not give everything that she wants. But to be honest, that doesn't matter to me once I have her around. That's the best thing to me. That's my joy. But at the end of the day, we all need fathers in our lives. We all need a father, and without a father, it's like a liability to some not to happen. Because there are things that a mother could do, a mother could teach you, and if there's no father, then what's the need? What's the reason? You have no direction. Honestly, you have no direction. You need a father there to take you through that maze of masculinity. Because I mean, it's hard. It's really hard. But let me just pause for a moment and explain this to women, right? I mean, some women might not have heard it from other men, but honestly, maybe it can be men are not articulate enough to say it. Either they are not thoughtful. Well, they are too thoughtful actually to speak it, and maybe they are too private enough to admit it, to be honest. But it is really hard to be a man. It is really, really hard to be a man, right? Because let me just say, I have a whole lot of materials and information that unearths the challenges you go through. But just tell Just let me tell you this, no offense, right? You can never spend one day being a man. I'll just inform you that quite clearly and emphatically because it is really hard to be a man. You test me. You test yourself actually, not me. You test yourself, you as a young boy, or you as a man who feel you is really a man, who feel you at that level to be a man. You want to test yourself and see if you could really become a man. If you really think that you are a man right now. Because I'm telling you, it's hard. It's really hard. But it's not because you have beard and mustache and a little hair or you have no hair on your head means you're a man. To be honest, no. Some men old and to be honest, they're not wise. They're not ready. They're not ready because they're not making themselves ready. They feel like childhood is all there is. There are some women out there. There are some women out there that old in their 30s and 40s and feel like if they're still 20 years. Right? You want a young man and thing and I mean man burning out your money and you as a 30 and 40, 50-year-old woman, you have no sense to realize like, hey wait now, I'm not old, I'm not young again. I have to hold back, I have to wisen up, I have to grow up. Because life out here real hard and people could just use you for your money, use you for what you have. But that's why most men give up. Most fall because of it. Most die trying to do it. That's to tell you how hard it is to be a man. Some go in their grave and they still have things that they dreams that they didn't fulfill, that they want to fulfill. Right? But I'm gonna tell you this. The devil is out there and he's trying his very best to destroy men. If you look around your room, your home, right? There are many aged, sage, grey women that go to family reunions and what will you see? You'll just see grandmama, big mama, auntie Kizzy, all of them stand around the kitchen table and what they go tell you, girl. Well, that's if you're talking to that girl. Is that chicken done yet? And you'll be like, no ma'am, or no mama. Let me go turn off the oven before that bread bun. You know, things like that, but I don't know. I really don't know. But have you ever asked yourself where all the grandparents, where all the elderly, where are all the people that went through life before? The wise people, the wise men, right, that could help you out. What's wrong with our generation now? Right, our generation has changed so drastically that we don't have men to direct us. Young men are just growing up and they don't have no self-esteem. They don't have no curiosity. They just lost. They just want to run into a house, rob it and leave. Burglarize it and leave. Not rob it, burglarize and leave. They'll rob you on the streets. Right? This generation has changed drastically and in the next 10-20 years, in the next 2 years, watch 2019 was simple. 2019 was simple. Watch your 2020 come and everybody have to be shut down in their homes. Just for disease. Coronavirus. Just for disease. So think about next year, next 2 years. How will it be? How will it be, to be honest? Things are really changing. Right? That's why we need those old men to be our compasses, to lead us through life, to guide us through our destination of masculinity. There are many men out there that model to their families, but none of them could stand up and direct them properly. None of them could be like, I'm a real man. I mean, you cannot have a kingdom without a king. Right? In order to be have a family, you have to be a man. You have to have a house, you have to be a man. You could just have a house, but that is just a house. You could just have a family and you're just a boy living in a man's shell. You are not really a man. Right? You are not really a man. So, things need to change. Men need to grow up. Men need to grow up. There are young boys out here who have their goal, have their life dream of becoming, let me say, a police officer, a fireman. But when they step out into the world or they see the world, they hear the news, you know, their mind change because they find the world is too rough. They feel like if they can't handle it, some want to be a policeman just to go and fight the world. And when they go against the world kill them because they're not strong enough. The world shut them down because they're not strong enough. They can't fight it. We need to stand up for ourselves. We need to go for what we want. We can't let somebody just turn us down. Somebody just let us give up on our dreams because they don't see that for us, because they just feel like we're not capable of doing it. No, we can't allow that. We need to go for what we want. We can't just turn from a policeman straight down to planting trees. What dream is that? What dream is that? You need to go for what you really want. You need to stay on track. Keep going down that road. Keep the course. Don't let somebody turn you down. But mark my words, take this in a good way, because some people will take it and turn it around. Know what I really mean. Some people will be telling you this for a good reason, because they know why they're telling you this. Some, on the other hand, will just turn it on because they feel like, nah, you really can't do it, so just forget about it. Nah, forget them. Alright, forget them. But as I was saying, few men live long enough to show us how to make it through the stages and ages of life, because the challenges of a 20-year-old is different from the challenges of a 30-year-old, is different from the challenges of a 50-year-old, is different from the challenges of a 70-year-old. And you need somebody who's been there to coach you through the process, to look you in the mirror and say, keep coming, boy, keep coming, don't give up, keep coming, don't give up, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Don't fall because of her. Keep coming. Don't give up. You could do this. You've been through harder trials. I've seen you fight it. I've seen you win the race. I've seen you strive. Don't give up. Keep doing it. I'm here with you. I've been through it. I could tell you. I've been through it. I'm your life's experience. But some men just feel like if they, older men actually, feel like if they live the experience, so they know the better decision. But at the end of the day, we all need to analyze and adjust, because life is changing now. Right? Life is changing. So we need to know our goals. We need to know our goals, because a 50-year-old man cannot go back to the ages of a 20-year-old boy or young man and feel that he could do the things that he used to do. Right? He can't suppose those things. He had to readjust and develop, but don't give up. Let me say, for example, girls or boys, say you and your mama talking, and you know, while you're doing a little knitting or cooking or whatever, and she tell you, well, you ought to know what you ought to do. Right? I mean, that's not good advice, really. I mean, they are there to give advice, but you need someone there, a good friend to really talk to. You need a father figure to talk to. Right? Some women are on their own. Daughters will need a mother always to talk to her. But some mothers just feel like if they know too much, some mothers feel like because they live it, they know how to control you. That ain't right. Not because you went through something means that you must let your daughter go through the same thing. Not because somebody treat you how you've been treated means that you must treat your daughter the same way. Life is changing. people minds are different. People minds could just, you don't know the abnormalities in people mind. You could be a normal person, but you don't know. Everybody have an abnormality, but you don't know it. You might not know it, to be honest. A mad person might even know they're mad. Like to tell you. Like to tell you, somebody who killing, who doing a killing, like we say, they might know they're killing, but they might not know if it's right or it's wrong. They might know. And it's real, it's really real. There are some people who are normal and they go mad and they feel like it's the normal day because they're mad. Because minds change. So that's what I'm really trying to say. Women cannot push their daughters to rot. They cannot force their daughters. They're not supposed to be honest. They do not. They should not do that. Because I mean, you could just be developing something for disaster. You don't know what she could become. You could be forcing her to do this, to develop her to be a better woman, but you're actually developing a beast. Because you're developing somebody to hate you, to get out of your house, to get rid of you. And so are for sons. There are some sons who do the wrong thing, and there will be some fathers who will also be doing the wrong thing. But there might be some fathers as well that might just say, well, they might talk to them, but there are also some that might even talk, and that's a way of communicating. That's a way of provoking them to rot, honestly. You don't have to say something, you don't have to curry them. You can actually not communicate, and that is provoking. Right? But we need those old figures out here to direct us. We need those compasses, we need those fathers, we need those voices, we need those teachers, those leaders, those guides to speak to us in the process. And that is why we get lost in this journey of masculinity, of being creative and developing through life. Because some as early as 15 and 16 years get lost in the maze of masculinity, and some in their middle ages change their genders, change their sexual orientation, giving up on women, going after a boy, after a man altogether. Can't figure out why. Fathers can't figure out why. Some parents that are, let me use that example, but some parents might just allow it because they will say, well, it's a free will. You could do what you want. Just don't bring shame on me. But I mean, that's not what God wants, but there are some that don't believe in God. But if you don't believe in God, right, and you feel that you could go with a man and a woman could go with a woman, then don't you think there's a reason for us bringing newborns into life? I mean, how could you bring a newborn if you don't want to go with the opposite sex? I mean, there are many ways, right? Science have developed many ways, but that's just a form of destruction to shun us humans away and to develop science, to bring science. And we're not recognizing that. We just giving way. We just saying, yeah, develop. Right? Develop. When some scientists, not bashing, some scientists don't believe in God. Right? But those are the ones that will develop things to break us down. We who believe in God, to break us down, to separate us, right? By developing IVF and those stuff to develop time to deliver sperm and etc. to make newborn, right? Without having intercourse, etc. So we could be free and go with men and women. No. So we need to realize and analyze these things. It's really easy to see. I mean, it might be hard for some to see, but if you really think about it, it's really there. It's right there in front of your face. It's right there. Alright, but let me tell you this. We always crave what we got. We always crave what we do not have. We crave what we want. We crave what we need. Alright, because humans are designed to have certain qualities, certain fulfillments through relationships. we are a sociological species. There's such an admiration that it leads to promiscuity, at least a vulnerability, at least to a lot of things that we may want. But we need to stand strong. We need to overcome. We need to supersede. We need to do the right thing. We can't overpromise something and then under-deliver it. We are too good for that. We need to stand strong because, I mean, in Proverbs, right? In Proverbs chapter 23-24, it says that the father of a righteous will greatly rejoice. He who fathers a wise son will be glad to him, glad in him. And in Ephesians 6:4 says, fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. So that for itself is explanatory. I don't have to explain that, right? We need the wise men out here. We need father figures. We need men. We can't just have a father. I mean, you could be a father at the end of the day. A boy that's 12 years old could be a father. He could be a father, but he's not a man. A big man. A big man in his 30s, 40s could be a father, but he's not a man. He's still a little boy. He's still immature. He's still an amateur in his mind. Right? We need to stand strong, church, and everyone. Right? We need to stand up. We can't give up. We have to fight this fight. We have to fight this fight. We can't let other people come and change our lives for us and tell us to go that way, and that is not the way that we want to go. As in, tell us to go the wrong way, or not even the wrong way, but a way that is lower in life, lower than them, or lower than what we want it to be. Right? I don't mean like you go in a positive. Well, you want to go a positive role, but somebody else, either your parents or something, or your friend, coming and telling you, nah, don't go so. Go the other way. That's the better way for you. It will be safer. You will live longer in life. Nah. I mean, I understand it, and I understand the reason why they're doing that, but you have to know why you're doing it, why you want to do what you want, why you want to become what you want. So you need to put some thought into it. You need to think about it, and to become a man, you need to stand strong. You need to think about yourself, because I mean, you can't watch yourself in the mirror and say, because them say I can't do this, I just gonna lay low and let my shadow evade my body, and I just looking at a bodiless spirit. Right? Nah, it can't work. So you look yourself in the mirror and you say, boy, this is why I want to be, this is why I really want to be. I know why I want to be this, because why I want to develop from a boy and I want to become a man. I want to change. So now is the time. Now is the time for me to develop and go where I want to go, reach where I want to reach. So, on behalf of myself, I just want to say Happy Father's Day, and not only the fathers, those that are young men wanting to be a man, and those that are men but still not really a man. I hope this places some form of faith, some form of guidance. I hope it helps you. And I hope that we could all reach there together. Thank you very much.